Is is he basically the thing that was it Adam or John that sent earlier? Not Ghost Dog, but the like Japanese style. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
that was Simon Lagubria. That's what I was referencing.
I've never watched Dragon Ball, so that one I didn't.
I just know that picture of an old buff man with sunglasses.
And that is Simon Lagufria, an old buff man. You know what? It's true. Now it is true. He does have sunglasses. You have made it so. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Abyssal.
So Simon Le Bon, that's his name?
Simon Lagufria.
Oh, Le Bon? From Duran Duran or whatever?
That's right, yeah.
Well, this has been Abyssal. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being with us.
This game could be like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but instead of like everything being like 70s crusty rock, it could be 80s new wave.
Despite the fact that it is in the 70s.
Yeah, right.
When there should be crusty rock. Why haven't I been playing crusty rock on every episode? There
should be a lot more crusty rock going on.
My failing. This, as you can obviously tell, this is a Forged in the Dark role-playing game about humans, monsters, and the folks who live in the delightful space in between. Co-authored by myself, Laura Turner, and Ash Cheshire. And these are the knuckleheads who I've tricked into playing it.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. We've got John playing Lucky Lemonuzzi, who is haunted by a ghost who really does just mean you well, boss. Or really just looking out for you.
I gotta say,
inhabit your body.
Less and less and less every time, you know.
We
2 or 3 more episodes, and I might actually come to the conclusion that he might not be looking out for my best interests. I'm just saying.
We got Paul Mall, who has been infected by the mysterious miasma, which may or may not exist.
Infected makes it sound negative. I don't think there's anything negative about it.
You stink.
Well...
yeah, but in the game...
yeah, personal attacks on me. He actually uses, well, I guess they didn't have Axe body spray in the 70s, so never mind.
It was the primitive forerunner to Axe body spray.
Yeah, like Canoe or basic designer imposters, high karate.
High karate.
Just a lot of high karate.
Just guzzle that down.
Just really splashes it on, bathes in it.
And we have our enlightened Herbert Books. What is it? Mortowski, thank you. Who, have you realized that you are a psychic yet? Or are you,
It's getting very hard for him to deny it, so...
he knows as hard he is. He's just... Yeah.
I mean, you were told, like, directly to your face that you were psychic by a psychic.
Uh-huh. He's running out of options for denying it, but he's still like, no, it can't be true. Oh, you know it's true.
A psychic or just a grifter with an agenda?
That's for me to know and you find out.
I suppose I have good reason to recognize that someone can spend several decades in extreme denial and come out the other end just fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of being just fine, y'all have been spending several episodes trying to, what the hell have you even been trying to do? Visit City Hall, visit a porn store, talk to Marilyn Monroe.
It's all in service of sticking it to Carlo Carlucci.
That's actually that's Book's bucket list. We're just checking them off one by one.
Marilyn Monroe.
Let's
slip acid to a woman at the circus.
Well, you make it, you make it sound... You make it sound worse than it.
Well,
do peyote with Hunter S. Thompson.
If you stay in Las Vegas in the 70s, you got to expect this kind of
stuff.
You know,
the path is winding and crooked. You just got to follow it to get there.
And over the course of your attempting to stick it to the manager of the Regal Royale Casino, Carlo Carlucci, you discovered a number of things. One, there are Fae in Vegas running the Gossamer Casino, and they do not like this guy and would like to take over his casino. 2, Carlo Carlucci has been working with the Fate Weavers, a collection of oracles, who have, in exchange for like free access to the tables so that they can learn from the chaos, have protected his penthouse from observation with some sort of kind of ritual circle. Um, and
Yeah, we learned about the existence of certain pentagrams.
just regular old pentagrams.
Nothing special about
Nope.
Yeah, no, those are special pentagrams.
All pentagrams are special. All pentagrams matter.
Oh,
You'll understand these pentagrams when you get older, son.
And you have learned that Carlo Carlucci has been working on what you know only to be some sort of ritual with some sort of person named Simon Lagufria.
Uh-huh.
Did we find them in an alley? Like, oh no, we found like a big drawing or a rune or something in an alley.
It was you who tracked.
It was me, yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
tracked. God, why am I blanking on her name? Is it because I'm a bad GM?
oh,
The Oracle, yes.
Yes, you tracked Sandra Duke and Carlo Carlucci into that alley and heard him tell her that he does not need her help because he's got Simon Lagufria on his side.
and he was real douchey.
Yeah.
I mean, he always is.
Yeah.
I think that was his first appearance on screen, as it were, and I like to believe I played him out to be a real sack of crap.
I mean, you learned everything you needed to know about him right then and there.
Yep.
Kind of the fact that he stole my wife away from me.
Can someone really steal a wife? Is it possible that that's on you?
Nope. He stole her.
Okay, noted. And
Walked out without paying.
yes. So your sort of lead into the next mission is, well, let's figure out who Simon Lagufria is. And if I recall correctly, y'all really fucked your engagement roll on that one.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, he if I remember from last time, he kicked in the door basically waving the 4-4, right? He just like, Simon Lagufria is here, everybody! Like, he like busted down Books' shop door, and he's like he's looking for blood or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what the intentions are.
Yeah,
You got
I remember this now.
Lagufria!
You got Lagufria!
Yes. So that is in fact where we open. Y'all are down in the basement where you kind of do your discussions. It's your safe space. Snowflakes. And the door upstairs has been kicked in by Simon Lagufria, who announces, in the voice that you can easily recognize as being that of a very old man who is very angry. Who here has been asking about Simon Lagufria? I'm here now.
Nobody here, nobody but us chickens.
What do you do,
Um,
adventurers?
Well, I mean, it's not wrong to ask about somebody. I mean, he needs to calm down, first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Just chill, Simon.
So
yeah,
the-
let's try to de-escalate and like,
Yeah, de-escalation. I like it.
not that I'm
Okay.
the person to do that, but
Yeah, how do you de-escalate this situation as he is stomping around up? Like, y'all are downstairs, so you can't necessarily see where he is. But you do hear him stomping, and like you hear the sound of stuff being knocked over.
John,
Crap.
send Bobby
Mhm.
like up through the floor to check out the
Yeah.
safe.
All right. I look at Bobby. I say, Bobby, I need you, man. Can you pass through the floor, Casper style, and survey the situation? What the hell is? Because we don't know what's going on. We just hear a bunch of like crashing and screaming. About
Yeah, is he armed? Does he have a posse?
We don't know what he looks like. Is he a monster? Is
Yeah,
he-
we need some recon.
Yeah. Bobby,
That's-
go up there and tell us what's going on.
We
On
we
it,
do know
boss.
Wait, what?
we do know he works for Carlucci, right?
Well,
I believe
they
he
have
would.
a business
Yeah,
transaction.
he would say he
Yeah.
works with Carlucci.
Yeah.
He might even say Carlucci works for him. We'll find
Yeah.
out.
Simon doesn't work for nobody.
All right,
We don't
boss.
have-
I'm gonna go up. I'll tell you what I see. And
Please do. Make it quick.
Bobby floats on up through the to the halfway point. So y'all just see his legs dangling down. And he.
Do I have the ability to see what Bobby sees?
Do you have that ability? That is an ability.
Is it an ability?
Oh,
I have Cycle Pump. No.
Let's see. Is that no?
Special ability, Spirit Companion, Spirit Hand, Spirit Guard, Spectral Guard.
Yes, it would be scouting. Would be your spirit companion can travel up to 100 feet away, and when you concentrate, you can access their senses.
Oh, I don't have that.
You don't have that.
I want that.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
so you are relegated to him telling you what he sees.
Okay.
And he tells you, "All right, boss. What we got up here is, it's an old guy. It's an old guy, boss. Looks to be about, God, I'd put him in his 90s. He's small. Oh, whoa. Okay. Then there's a big old crash.
Oh.
Okay, this
What's that?
guy looks frail as heck, but he definitely just knocked down a whole ass filing cabinet.
He's pooping on the floor.
He's pooping on the floor.
Pooping on the floor. I don't know what else to tell you. He's got big thick
Is it
glasses.
Popeye?
No,
eating
because
spinach.
Popeye
No,
don't wear
okay.
glasses.
Is he? Does he look strong? Does he look like built? Does he look swole?
No, not particularly. Well, yeah, okay. Wait, let me think about it.
How's he doing it?
He's doing it. He's
I mean, he could be doing it with magics.
like he doesn't look like bodybuilder physique, but he's definitely got a lot of lean muscle. He's wearing kind of a big old, shapeless tunic sort of thing.
Huh.
Huh.
Does he have anybody with him?
No, he's here on his own.
Okay. All right, guys. I think we have to deal with this. I mean, we can escape and not deal with it, but
Well, how would we escape? Isn't the only way out like up through the store?
And he's trashing my shop.
Yeah. No,
crash your shop. This is our hideout.
right. Like,
Oh.
why would he have a quarrel with us other than the fact that we've been asking about him?
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
let's go and talk to him. Let's go up and
Yeah.
talk to him. I'm sure it'll be
All
fun.
right.
Okay, guys, pick one. I'm gonna press a button, and then like a wall slides out, and it's just full of bazookas.
It's the Matrix.
Yes.
Choose your weapon. Pick up your weapon and fight.
Unfortunately, the wall upstairs opens also, and that one's full of double bazookas. So.
Aw, damn it.
Ooh.
2 bazookas.
Double zoo-
Bazookas.
Yeah.
Bazookas.
Ours is just the bubble gum with the comics.
Oh
wrapper.
man, Bazooka Joe.
Oh, that
That's
isn't
gonna be
even
our next
gum.
character name, Bazooka Joe.
I think somebody should like yell out, be like, like basically
Troops!
we're coming up. Stop
coming
it.
Knock it off. We're coming up. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this,
Yeah,
Simon.
there's definitely an intercom. I'll hit the intercom in the
Oh,
basement.
there you go.
No need. Relax. We're coming up.
That's Simon Griffin. We're gonna
What is it? I forgot. What is the name of the pawn shop?
Wasn't it just like downtown pawn or something?
It's
dang it.
something uninteresting.
Yeah, very boring. I remember.
Good evening, downtown.
It's West Side Pawn. Yeah.
West
Oh
Side.
yeah.
Sorry, Pawn Hub. It's funny.
That is funny. You're right.
It's the hub. Yeah. It's a central place for doing
For
that.
pawning, yeah.
Yeah. Does he say anything back through the intercom?
You know what? I don't think he does. He doesn't say anything back, but Bobby, who's still halfway through the floor, will announce to Lucky. Looks like he's calming down after that, boss. He's finding himself a seat.
Okay.
There you go. All
Let's,
right.
let's not have him come down. I don't want to be trapped down here with him.
Yeah. Let's come out and talk about this like civilized people.
Okay. I find like a white kind of piece of cloth, and I
Mhm.
climb the stairs, coming up, waving it. Hey, don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I'm coming out like hands up, like let's just chill. We're all adults here. We can talk this out.
I see ya.
Okay.
Who do you think you are?
In what context do you mean that sentence? Like, what did we do? Like, why are you here, Simon?
We don't think we're anybody.
Yeah, we don't think we're anybody.
We're
Who do you
confused.
think we are?
You've been asking.
Who do you think we are?
Yeah, you tell us. Who are we?
I don't know who the hell you are, but I know you've been asking about me, and I don't appreciate that.
Okay, somebody needs to come up with a good lie about why we have and why that's not a bad thing.
Well, I mean,
We got something for you,
asking about
Simon.
him because we want to take down Carlo Carlucci.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Wait, I think Adam's got something.
we've got our secret plan.
Yeah. So, okay. So yeah.
We've got something for you, Simon. Something you're going to be interested in, and your boss is going to be interested in.
Simon
You're-
laughs.
Your coworker, I'll say, instead of
Excuse me, yeah, colleague.
yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
We can come to a mutual agreement here.
Do we want to ask him real quick what his connection to Carlo is before?
I don't think
We
he's
have an
going to
interest
tell you.
in Carlucci and Carlucci's enterprise, and we know you do too. Something we can all work together on.
Oh, so you know Carlucci?
Right.
Not like friendly with. We're
Not in the biblical sense.
Why else would we be looking for you, Simon?
That's right.
Simon smiles.
That's all I wanted to see, Simon. That's all I wanted to see.
Those pearly whites.
So you've been messing with Carlucci, and you heard my name somewhere, and so you're asking about me, spreading my name around town.
We literally did not spread your name around town. We just kind of talked amongst ourselves about your name.
We know Carlucci isn't the leader he thinks he is. We just wanted to get to who's really pulling the strings.
We got
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got it. So you're idiots.
Well, maybe.
You're a
Um,
bunch of fucking idiots, is what I'm hearing. Is this accurate?
We'll work that out.
mean-
Maybe.
I mean,
If we're such idiots, how come we know of you?
That's a good question.
I don't
Yeah.
think you make a practice of paying personal visits to idiots.
Yeah, let's cut the crap. What do you want?
Oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Hmm.
Sorry, I kind of thought that was clear.
I don't think that's a great idea. Simon.
Well, I would say,
We've
would
got
say-
something you're gonna need, and you'll
Yeah.
never need it if you
yeah.
kill it.
And honestly,
You need to hear it.
I thought you were smarter than killing
Yeah.
people that could actually help
Yeah,
you toward
maybe-
the mutual cause. But
maybe
maybe
your
you're not everything that we heard that you're cracked
Okay,
up to
this
be. I
this
understand.
seems like y'all are trying real hard to manipulate this.
You're damn straight I am.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
I'm trying to outwit him at his own something.
I would say this falls under the realm of beguiling this fella.
Look,
Yeah. I would say it's more like I'm scrutinizing him.
I I cannot follow you that far, sir.
All right, who wants to beguile him?
I just-
We're all chatting with him.
I want to research him.
No, researching him was what got you into this trouble.
Does anybody actually have beguile?
I don't.
I have one beguile.
All right,
That's
well,
one I have.
you're the best beguiler of the bunch. No.
All right.
I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to spend stress to help you.
I think
Yeah.
this is a big one. I would appreciate an extra die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know right off the bat that this
Mhm.
is you're definitely in a desperate position.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, we
But-
know this.
okay, just make sure. Oh,
You sent him to the frickin' pawn shop.
I did want to mention something because we have had a rules change relevant to position and effect.
Okay.
Like in say standard Blades in the Dark, I might say you're in a limited position, like your success can't be that great because this is a difficult situation and like it's hard to talk this guy into anything. But it turns out, upon reflection, I realized that limited effect is boring, so that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, good.
So, and the other thing that doesn't exist is controlled position, where nothing bad can happen if you get this wrong.
Okay.
Instead, that's been replaced by doomed position on the other end, where if you don't get a 6, you die.
Oh, okay. I don't think we're in that kind of dire
No,
straits.
you're
No,
not
not
in
quite.
those dire straits, but this is definitely a desperate position. If this goes poorly, it's gonna go frickin' poorly.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, all right.
So
Sounds good.
your beguile is 1, and it sounds like you're getting an extra die from being helped by Paul.
I'll
Yeah.
give it.
I'm just trying to.
Yes. Is that what that happens?
I think
I'll do-
only one of us can do it, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
only
only one person.
But yeah, I'm just trying to like provide counter, arguments, or basically have two people.
Yeah, no,
saying
you're
the same
arguing
thing.
together. I definitely
Yeah,
support
what he
that.
said. Yeah, you know what he said.
Exactly. I'm just pointing at him and nodding my head like, hell yeah.
Listen to him.
All right. So I'm just trying to look at my skills to see if there's anything I can do if this goes poorly.
Wait a minute. You know what I mean?
Wait
A minute.
Almost
Wait a
together.
minute. Hang on.
Okay.
I do have brain fog.
This is what I'm talking about. Yes.
So,
yes.
Fog
Um,
that brain.
Tell me all
yeah,
about it.
so-
Yes.
well, if you spent a minute or so in proximity to me,
I think that's
people
accurate.
grow disoriented, almost drunk off the toxic fumes. Your allies and connections are unaffected. So his judgment is going to be clouded by my stench.
I support that. I think, like, I'm gonna make a ruling because that's what I
Ooh.
do, and that is that's not gonna lower the danger. That's not gonna better your position, but that is definitely going to improve your potential results.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Your
If we
your
do
effect.
poorly, it might not go as
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah.
Like if he's this much of a badass, I'm hoping this throws him just a little off his game.
Now,
basically.
FYI, y'all, I do have Spectral Guard, where I may mark Spectral Guard to treat any roll as a critical success.
Oh.
My spirit companion leapt to my aid. Doing so disrupts their form. For the remainder of the mission, they're barely coherent, and you cannot use any special abilities.
Oh.
So,
Let me see
mean-
if I got anything.
if we want to take Bobby out the game,
Well, it's out of the session, right?
well, until downtime. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Right, or out of the minute, whatever, out of the mission.
Out of the mesh.
So what do you think? Should we do that one to ensure this, or should we
I mean,
use that one?
it is pretty important, but only you can make that call.
It's
I will say that you also definitely have to justify what it is Bobby is doing to make this happen.
Yeah, Spectral.
He's given him a spectral wedgie.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Spectral Wet Willy.
Mhm.
Ew.
It's ectoplasm.
Who did
Yeah,
that?
that's definitely gonna make him like you. Yeah.
For this one, I don't actually. If I'm being honest, I don't feel like Spectral Guard really applies in this particular role.
I say roll the bones.
Well,
Let,
then
Yeah.
let fate.
Just continue.
Let the-
Spectral
All right, here we go.
Mhm.
roll some fucking ones, because I would like to hurt you.
I'm
Oh,
wow.
good.
It doesn't
Straight
seem like
sixes.
a very.
A 3 and a 2.
Hmm.
Great.
Hmm.
All right. You know.
It's a 3. I mean, it's not a 1.
But it's also not
Yeah.
a 4, which is the minimum threshold for success.
Well,
Use a whatever to re-roll it.
one man's success is another man's.
Is
not
there a
success.
reroll? Is there a reroll thing?
There's no reroll.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's a new rule that we've made right now.
Yeah, it's called the extra credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're trying
You
real hard.
tell the GM how nice they are, and they
Exactly.
re-roll. And you're a pretty cool person.
I'm digging the soul shirt.
That's a
Yeah.
great rule.
Thank you. This is a failure.
Yeah, it's a failure.
Hmm.
It is.
Hmm.
It's a
Simon
failure.
does not believe you, and he does not like being talked to this way.
Wow.
And so he hurls a ball of flame at you, Lucky. Please check a trauma.
Spectral Guard, though.
You're gonna use your Spectral Guard. How are you going to use your Spectral Guard?
I thought I have to roll in order to use a Spectral Guard. I don't think I could just like use a Spectral Guard to guard myself from a fireball that came at me.
Ah, but here is another thing that has been slightly changed.
Oh.
Let's talk about resistance, shall we?
Okay.
And let me actually scroll up these rules because, again, we have changed these pretty recently. To reduce or prevent a roll's negative consequences, just declare that you are resisting. And, tell me what you are doing to make you not be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I am the authority on how much resisting can actually accomplish. I would say you're still going to get a harm, but whatever.
Yeah.
And resisting a consequence from a risky action costs 2 stress. Resisting a consequence of a desperate action costs 3. Like, you can say, no, that bad thing doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And you'll take 3 stress for doing so.
3 stress, huh?
Yeah.
And how much stress can you take before something bad happens? 9?
That sounds about right.
I mean, I could, if a fireball was being hurled at me in a pawn shop, I would literally like duck behind some pawned goods and try to like, I wouldn't just take it in the chest. So if I'm saying resistant, I'd be like, holy shit. And I'd get down and maybe Bobby's like, boss, cheese it, or, something or other from old timey speech. And then I'd be like, whoa. And I kind of like Spidey sense would go off and I like duck or something to take it in the shoulder as opposed to straight up in the chest.
That makes absolute sense to me. So yeah, take some stress.
Okay, 3 stress. Yikes.
3 stress,
Okay.
and you're still gonna get a harm, but you're not at full-on trauma.
Okay, I'll be sad, just so sad.
Just
no,
so sad.
I'll be weak.
Okay,
Ooh.
that makes
that
sense.
makes
So you get kind of a fireball, kind of knocking, not straight on, knocking you in the side. Your like outfit is briefly aflame, but.
Yeah. Winged me pretty good.
You pat it out, and Bobby is there with his spiritual hands, and like he engulfs the flame, and somehow his ghostly form denies it of oxygen, or something clever like that.
You got slimed.
I like it. Okay, so this is what I'll just say to my comrades here. First of all, this guy's shooting fireballs. That's crazy and new and weird, and we've never seen that before. So bad. Also, is this where the scene where like the X-Men find their powers and like Paul Mall can like shoot smoke at him and and
fly.
Bugs can like scramble his brain needs with Oracle powers?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to use exploit to look for an improvised weapon in the pawn shop.
Nice.
Because I don't know what else to do at this point.
Like I would say that might fall under scrutinize.
Or sure. I mean, I'm good with
to find a good weapon. Like, well, you know what? No. I will say you can do exploit, and that's going to count for finding a weapon and using it. Like that's going to double dip, right?
Yeah, like I'm trying to find his weakness, his vital spot, like in the kung fu movies, and if I strike that, then he dies, right?
Desperate position.
Okay.
I'm gonna it's probably still at great effect because he is a little bit out of it. He's standing up, he's feeling woozy, his hands are now on fire.
So what happens when you get to like X number of stress?
Nothing good.
Right.
If you just at that point take a harm or take a trauma or something like that.
If you get overstressed, you're kicked out of the mission. You are taken out by some method or another, and you do get to take a permanent trauma from.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna roll the bones and see how this goes.
I will say. Do we want to kill him? I don't know that we want to kill him. I think we
I'm not necessarily trying to kill anybody. I mean, this is now self-defense. People are hurling fireballs.
Roll them bones, baby.
Because we still need him. We need him to.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
See you at the crossroads. Wait.
That's.
Oh, I always do that. Sorry.
That's not this game.
Hey.
All right. Well, I got a 4 though.
That's a 4.
Hold on. All right. Here we go. Boom, boom. Ooh, that's
Ooh,
not great.
God damn it.
Oh.
It's not great.
We're rolling poorly, fellas.
Yeah,
You
we are.
are rolling poorly. I'm so excited about that. Now I get to make bad things happen to you.
You've been wanting to do that all game.
Yeah. So you like search around for an improvised weapon, and I think what is closest to you is where a bunch of pool equipment has been
Like chlorine or like billiards?
like billiards.
Okay.
A net, a big pool net.
I throw those
you
big
think you're
tablets.
hitting him with a pool cue, but it turns out you were hitting him with a pool noodle, and
Yeah.
He just saw the sign says pool.
um, you like a pool cue is what is available, but as you attempt to sort of whack him across the back of the head, it just snaps in two on him.
That's okay because I take both halves and I start doing like spinning moves.
And that's when he sets you on fire.
Oh.
Unless you take 3 stress to resist this, you've got a trauma coming your way.
That's fine.
How much
Well,
stress?
I think. Well, okay, yeah. Do you get kicked out at 9 or 10?
You get kicked out at 10.
Oh well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a trauma.
Take the trauma.
Okay. So what
Right?
is going to happen to you?
He's like basically literally lit me on fire.
All
and
the
you can
cigarettes
now-
in your pocket catch on fire.
Yeah, no, you can.
You get super powered by all the nicotine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say exactly. I go Super Saiyan due to having the equivalent of an entire pack. Sickly is the one that seems to make the most sense when you get put on fire. So I'm now stinking, hoarse, and sickly.
That's very good.
It's my favorite folk rock band.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah, they're earlier.
They're Louisiana.
Stinking horse
Louisiana
and
folk rock.
So now I am sickly and on fire.
Yeah, you should
So
put
somebody.
yourself out.
Your abyssal powers, though. You guys have abyssal powers. You just don't know them yet. Look what
I'm actually using one of my abyssal powers, but it's not really helping. So there you go.
I mean, his abyssal power has kind of made Simon drunk, which may be contributing to why he is acting the way he is.
like setting us on fire.
Well, we don't really have enough context about his personality to know whether that
He might
has
just
any
be
impact.
like this.
Considering that this is somebody that was knocking shit over before we even talked to him, I'm gonna say he's just that kind of person. All right, yes, I roll around on the floor or try and like grab a nearby blanket or something to put myself out.
All right.
Sense of some books.
All right, so I'm gonna put. No, this is the 70s, not the 80s. I'm gonna.
Dude, you can convince him that you're the real deal by telling him something that you shouldn't be able to know using your
Right.
freaking oracle powers.
Against this guy.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be like, if you don't knock that off, well, you'll never find out about this amazing ritual that he would know about that I would also know about.
Oh,
Right.
Or a rare occult book.
Yeah.
So, like, are you trying to trade on your actual knowledge of occult books, or are you trying to like use divination to imagine to get to know a thing that he would care about?
No, a real one that I just know. I think my autodidact lineage.
Makes sense. You know a lot of
I
stuff.
have to like do a ritual to find that out, I think.
Like I would say, if it is a role to know something he might care about, might fall under research, as in how much have you researched this information in the past?
Well, and also we've been looking around about sex pentagrams, which seems to be up his alley. So we should probably have something that could tempt him.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, again, any act of trying to talk to this guy is inherently desperate.
Sure.
But because he is kind of out of his gourd, your potential results are great. Your potential effect is great if you roll good.
Okay.
Come on. Just roll
Does
good.
somebody want to do some stress? Because we've been rolling like crap today. So
So just so you know, I'm at 6.
I'm at 6 as well.
Yeah. So
you can always take 2 stress to push yourself.
I will
What are-
do that. 'Cause my stress is relatively low right now compared to you guys.
Where are you at?
2.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I
I
push
would.
myself. That's one more die.
That's 1 more die, yeah.
All right. So I got
Mhm.
4, which
We start singing. You can do it, books. Dun, dun, dun,
hey, there's a
dun.
6.
Yeah.
Hey!
There we go.
All right.
Thank God, finally.
No kidding.
What is it like? Sure, you think of something that you've come across that this guy is likely to care about.
Hey, knock off the hot stuff. Put those flames out, or you'll never hear about the Expellium Demonorium, the rare volume that was published in 1545 that I know where to find.
Ooh, like immediately, the hands go out, and Simon Lagufria with deceptive speed is up against you. I don't
Whoa.
think you are a particularly tall fella, Books, am I?
Books is like 5-0.
Okay, well, I mean, Simon Lagufria is up at your chin at tops.
Hmm.
Okay.
But he has sort of grabbed you by the chest and is looking as best he can with big wild eyes into yours.
Kick him in the nuts.
And
Yeah.
he says, "Demonorium, you say?" Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Didn't realize you knew about that. Where can I find that?
I more than know about it, buddy.
From the corner, I weakly say, "I told you, you should have listened to us."
Yeah.
He comes over and kicks you.
God
God damn it, Simon.
damn it. Fucking
Tell him he better knock it off, or else he's not going to get the book.
Oh, I'm
you
gonna
hold the
get
power,
the book.
my friend. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What if I tell you that it's in my pants?
Then I guess I'm going in there.
Can you read a pants book, buddy?
That's about one thing, Simon. I mean, that's not the only thing we have up our sleeve. We have a proposition to talk to you about.
We're not just
I'm-
bozos off the street. We know our shit.
I'm just standing up weakly, slightly smoldering. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to pay for another vest because we have to buy these uniforms.
Oh, fucking-
It's going to come out of my check.
Oh man.
Listen, Simon, there's a reason you're here, and it's not to kill us.
No, the reason I'm here is 100% to kill you.
It
That's
was
on pause.
been
That would be a
now
mistake.
changed. Believe us. You don't want to kill us.
That would be a mistake, Simon.
Oh, I want to. You know that.
Well, here's the thing. Simon is obviously an abyssal type as well. He's shooting fireballs from his hands.
Mhm.
And he's apparently a dwarf. He's one of those cyber dwarves from.
I hope to be that class in Cyberpunk 20.
Yeah, does he look like a literal dwarf?
No, he just looks like a
Oh,
short
he's a
old
short
man.
man.
Yeah.
Like that guy from the Magic Mountain commercials.
And is he wearing like a wizard's robe?
Yeah, what's his deal?
What's his deal? A tunic is how it was described.
Yeah, like he is wearing, you could call it kind of a robe. Honestly, it looks like, what it looks like is that he started with something that may have been a bed sheet, and has like attempted to turn that into maybe a poncho.
Okay.
Okay.
Life
This guy's
hack.
awesome.
But it
Yeah,
has it ended up as sort of a robe. It looks very slapdash.
Okay.
So he can shoot fire, but he's also like, okay, yeah.
Okay, Simon, I don't know if you've put this together yet, but we're not normal. My buddy Brooks here.
Yeah, Books was kind of a nerd in school.
Yeah.
I'll lower my sunglasses so he sees my glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
My friend Brooks here can see into the future.
He's one of the fucking fate weavers.
Exactly. And
God.
and I don't know if you know what's your name?
Hey, Adam,
Sandra
can
Duke.
you roll? Can you roll anything to like?
Duke.
Can Adam roll anything to like understand this guy's abyssal nature, like a arcana type thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, something you might have read about that trigger. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out what is this guy's deal, because he's apparently kind of like,
an ancient.
he's
fire
wrapped in bed sheets, but he's also an ancient fire wizard. So there's a lot of
Yeah,
contradictions
maybe I've
here.
come across.
Interesting.
I mean, if you saw a man walking around like this, you'd think he had escaped from like a retirement home or something.
Right. Yeah.
But he's also shooting fireballs.
What's your favorite woman's name?
Sandra Duke.
Yeah. Should we name drop her?
I mean, they're the ones that are working together on behalf of Carlucci. I don't think I would do that. I think we're on the right track right now with the forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, I think as far as like an arcana check for this guy, now that you have a chance to like look at him, give me a roll with research. This is going to be a fortune roll. Nothing bad will happen if you don't do well. It's just going to be how much do you know.
2 5s.
There you go.
And a 5 is pretty good.
That's good. He's an Aquarius. He likes coconut and long walks on the beach.
Nice.
Let me freaking scroll up my information on Simon Legufria and figure out. Okay.
I love it.
Okay, now that you are like looking at him in the eye, you can obviously tell that there is something abyssal going on with him. But like to your arcane senses, the magic that he wields is very much distinct from what the Fate Weavers would be capable of. It is something very, very distinct. And like, as you are, how does this go? How does this go? Give me a second. You know what? He's got some tattoos on him as well.
Okay.
Now that he is right next to you, you can see that like, kind of on his neck, and his wrists are some very faint reddish, runic-ish tattoos. And as you look at those, you recognize, something twigs way back in your memory, of something called, is it the Grey Church? The Grey Church, an order of demon worshippers, who it is thought like did ritualistic murders back in the 40s.
Oh, this fucking rules.
Yeah, in fact, I have their whole collection, the Grey Church, like on vinyl. It's pretty sweet.
Like, no way, he's a Grey Churcher.
Pioneers of black metal.
So that seems bad.
Yeah, it seems bad.
That Carlucci's mixed up with some bad people.
Well, I mean, he had pentagrams everywhere. Obviously, this is what's.
Well, I mean, there's good pentagrams and bad pentagrams. This one seemed okay.
So now we know the bad pentagrams, but we also now know the source, which is this fella right here, the Grey Church.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So he's agreed to put the killing us on pause.
On pause. Rest assured, I definitely do intend to kill you, but I'd like to know more about the book.
I mean, and he obviously knows all about Fate Weavers and all this stuff too, because he balked when he's like, "Oh, you're a fucking Fate Weaver," kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
So, I wonder how much he knows about all.
I think so. Damn, I'm wondering if we need to like basically kind of regroup a little bit and maybe get some info from our allies on the Grey Church and this guy in particular.
Yeah, maybe.
First we got to stop him from killing us.
No, but I'm saying like he's basically agreed to do that. So we need to stall him, with this whole book thing, but stall it in a way that we have some time and not like, take me to the book right now. We need to, there's a trade. And then we need to go like do some serious research at City Hall.
Oh God,
our favorite place.
Mm-hmm.
Take me to the book right now, and I swear to Demon Christ, if you pass by City Hall, I'm gonna eat you.
That's his name?
That's
His name is just Demon Christ.
Demon Christ. There's regular Christ, and then there's the Demon
Right, and
Christ.
Demon Christ.
Yeah.
It's actually cooler.
It's there's a real good symmetry going on there.
Yin and yang.
In fact, like I am even going to make a little countdown clock. I'm going to title it Simon's Patience.
Hmm.
And I can call it Simon's Patience, but maybe it's secretly called the GM's Patience. And it's got 4 segments, and one of them is filled in, and he is staring you down, expecting to see this book put before him. So where is it?
Yeah.
What?
The
You think we're just gonna give you a
Why would we give you the book right now, knowing that you're going to immediately kill us?
There'd be no reason to do that, and that's not what's gonna happen, Simon.
We're not dumb, Simon.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he cracks up at that.
I'm gonna be like, we know about the Great Church.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay, so you know about me and you know about my organization, and that's definitely gonna make me less likely to want to kill you. Very good.
See? Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait! I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't give me the book this very second.
Look, books
There's
is my
no
middle
reason
name.
to give you the book. You're gonna kill us. Just
Simon.
fucking kill us, and you'll never know about any of this.
Okay. And he hurls a ball of fire at you again.
All right. Well, I'm definitely using Spectral Guard on this roll.
Okay. Like, so if you're using Spectral Guard to avoid this, you don't have to roll. Well, it is a critical success.
Mm-hmm.
Simon, what you're telling us is that you don't want the book right now.
No, but I'm hoping that like having his fireball do absolutely nothing to me will like affect him in some way.
Okay.
I'm going to say like how a critical success on this will work. Let me think. Okay. So like your position would have been desperate, and because he is drunk, your effect still would have been great to, I don't know, maybe exploit your way out of there, maybe grapple your way out of there. Doesn't really matter. You succeed anyway. Because as that fireball is like in the air, hurling straight towards you, Bobby steps in the way. And this sort of eldritch flame interacts with his ghostly form to just briefly fill the void where he should exist with fire. You, Paul, and Books, you look in the center of the room, and suddenly you can see Bobby Blue Eyes made of flame.
Whoa. Kick ass.
And Mr. Man sees this too. Simon sees this too, right?
Simon sees this too, and he doesn't just see it, like, he is really interested in it, and you all have a moment. You all recognize that you have a moment where his attention is fully engrossed on this man made of flame. You can see, like, he's almost rapturous as he looks upon a man made of flame.
Huh.
I say I wouldn't do the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I go to Burning Man every year.
Rapturous.
Okay. So should we light him on fire? Yeah, that's the trick.
Light him on fire?
Or okay, so do we use this distraction to try and hit him with another pool stick? Somebody could have a gun, by the way, due to the way the items work.
I was thinking I do have a gun.
You could shoot him.
But we need to.
Or actually, I have matches and cigarettes for free. I guess now that we know that if we keep lighting stuff on fire, he's going to like it. Or maybe it has to be a person. I don't know.
Who can tell?
Who can tell? But
tell this guy.
I could set more things on fire. I don't really know what to do with this guy, to be honest with you.
Somehow trying to convince him that he doesn't need to kill us. He needs to see us as valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just not going to happen based on what we know.
I do want to suggest that you have a second to decide what to do. This isn't really time for discussion. This is time for is one of you taking this very golden opportunity.
What could Paul or Books possibly do to like knock out a Simon Legufria? I don't think we could incapacitate him. like
shoot him in the back of the head.
Right.
yes.
But we kind of need him for our plan, though.
Yeah, we kind of do. That's why I wanted to befriend him, but it doesn't look to be going that way.
He just keeps lighting everything on fire.
Yeah, or people specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I take out my matches and I look for a nearby book and I just light it on fire. I just want to see what happens. I don't know.
What if you get a book and say this is the spell book, and you threaten to light it on fire?
Yes, that's actually exactly what happens. I don't know. Or where is the spell book?
We don't.
Whatever. Yeah, I pick up a book, I light it on fire, or I hold the match to the book in a threatening manner.
No,
That's what I
light
do.
it on fire, like incinerate it, right? And be like, that was it. That's one of them. That's one.
Yes, that's what I do.
You never know about many.
That's
more.
what I do. Knowledge has just been destroyed. Although I think it takes longer than that for a book to burn, which happens at a temperature of 451 degrees Fahrenheit. Just FYI.
Well, this book was very old, very.
Yeah. So I don't know. I torch a book.
Okay, I mean, so how like convincing him that this book was important is what? Beguiling?
Yeah, it's like beguiling. Except, or it could be steer, exploit.
So you could make a argument for steer. I think.
You could.
I am doing basically a sleight of. I'm
Yeah.
doing a sleight of hand trick, not so much a persuasive argument.
Sure, I will buy this as steer.
All right.
Again, I'm gonna label this desperate and
Well, isn't everything with this guy desperate?
kinda maybe.
All right. So should I go to 8 stress to do 3 rolls? Because this is kind of important.
This one is important. 8 stress though.
That's a lot of
That's
stress,
a lot
though.
of stress, baby.
All right. Fine. Whatever. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is you succeed, but with consequences.
Aren't there always?
Aren't there always? So you are trying to convince him that you have just torched the book that he is interested in.
One of them.
Well, yeah, and I don't know how. Yeah.
To tell him, hey, knock it off.
I actually okay. Well, could it be like the next one that I burn is the one you're looking for, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you just hold the flame underneath the book or something.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier.
But he's gonna want to take that book, and he's gonna realize it's just a book of birds.
A book of cool birds.
Mm-hmm.
You like birds, Simon?
Man,
I mean, look. Obviously, if it isn't the book and I don't burn it, he's gonna find out it's not the book. So I just torched it.
just torch it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know what? Because look, he's making it clear that he doesn't give a shit. So I'm making it clear that I don't give a shit. I just torched your book.
And the rest of the books aren't here.
Yeah. So if you're gonna kill us, do it.
Well, and
'Cause
I
honestly,
feel like in books is thinking like if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna shoot him. I have a gun. I'm just gonna pull out and shoot him.
yeah, I really honestly have no idea what to do with a fire
Yeah,
spell
I'm tired
guy
of
that has us trapped. So
unreasonable, crazy old man that just does whatever.
And he doesn't
So-
know that my fire ghost shield isn't just something I could do all the time. He didn't know I existed it. I'm showing him now. Hey, I'm immune to you. Like you.
he
can't-
does. He has a copy of the game rules, so he knows. He's like, you just pop your
Yeah.
ability.
Oh no, he's a haunted. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Haunted doesn't have fire ghost
Yeah.
power.
So anyway, that's what happens.
I think how this works, like, is you make him think you have torched this book, and now he is sputtering incandescent with rage at you, specifically Paul. And when I say incandescent with rage, I do mean that he steps towards you through the last dying remains of Bobby Blue Eyes' fire form before Bobby sort of fades away. He'll be back. And then by the time Legufri is up next to you, Paul Mall, he is on fire himself, showing no evident concern. Standing right next to you. And he says,
Here's what I do. I know exactly what I do. Oh, go ahead. Say what he says.
maybe you give me one good reason that I don't make your death exquisitely painful.
Here's what Paul does, because I'm just telling you, Paul assumes he's about to die in this moment. So he takes out the last unscorched cigarette from his pack, and he lights it off of the flame coming from our good friend Simon, and he takes as deep a draw as he can, because he's gonna die. I don't know what else to do. So this is his death haiku.
And then you blow it in his face.
I do. I blow that last beautiful, sweet cloudful in his face.
Roll dominate. This
Okay.
is are you a bad enough
Dude,
ass?
Mr. President.
Your
All right. Well,
your
Dude,
position is
I'll take
doomed.
the best to help you.
I'm going to have to. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that, because
I'll take-
otherwise I will.
What-
Yeah.
How are you helping? Like,
I don't know anything that you can do.
Yeah.
no, I'm not counting that.
That's fine. I'm gonna take, because I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm gonna take a couple more stress, and that gives me one roll because I have 0 in dominate.
I'm so excited for this.
Drum roll, please. Yes, beautiful,
Oh, well.
Oh,
beautiful.
Well then.
Wow.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You're the GM.
Adam, shoot him in the back of the damn head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him.
Shoot him.
Fuck this guy. I don't know how to shoot him in this game.
I would say that counts as exploit. So we gotta no. We have a couple of things happening right now. Let's cover friggin' Paul Mall's experience first.
Okay.
The Pall Mall Experience. That was the name of my band.
Jesus. So, here is what happens. So what is going to happen is you are about to be you are dealt fatal damage because you
Hell
failed
yeah.
when you were doomed, and that does not mean you die because like a close read of the rules will note there's actually very few ways, or if it is even still possible, to die in this game.
Hmm.
Because dying is boring. It is like your worst thing that happens is you go into your abyssal state and you cannot return. What happens
yeah.
when you are taken out is I basically decide how you leave the scene, kind of what
Yeah.
happens to you.
In a puff of smoke
You know-
with some ashes beneath me.
Yeah.
That seems
Um,
appropriate.
And then you will
You're
take
free now.
you're free. You will take a permanent trauma,
Okay.
and you're out of this mission.
Is it do you make one of your existing ones permanent, or it has to be a different one?
You can do either. It probably makes sense to make one of your existing ones permanent.
Right. Okay.
So,
All right.
like,
Should I
yeah,
be permanently hoarse or sickly? Hoarse because I was incinerated and my throat's kind of dry, or sickly because I was turned into a pile of ashes?
You don't want to be sickly all the time. It's better to be hoarse.
Well, it's not about what I want; it's about what is appropriate.
it's about what makes
But
sense.
tell me what happens to me. then.
I think. So you lit the cigarette off of Legufria's flame.
It was essentially a final middle finger in the face of death, and in the face of knowing that, as he has always suspected, he will never escape Vegas.
Oh,
That it was just a pipe dream.
that's
Sad.
Yeah.
or a cigarette
It's-
dream, as the case may be.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh.
I think what happens is what you don't realize is that as that flame touched Legufria, it was infected by his sort of demonic essence.
So I did a demonic cigarette.
Yeah, so like you
Is that like
you,
cloves?
It's like those acid cigarettes from the 70s.
It's spiked with angel dust.
So you take a big old puff in, like expecting that your dying
Mhm.
moment is going to be with the comforting sense of tobacco filling
Mhm.
you. But
Right.
instead, what you breathe is brimstone, essentially.
Oh.
And you
Ooh.
feel
Ow.
yourself start to burn from the inside.
Huh. That's
And
hurt.
like
Must have been like a Marlboro Red.
American spirit.
Okay, he's definitely going to be hoarse because he just like inhaled brimstone. His throat is never going to be the same.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So you're as that happens, it also like it sucks all of the oxygen. What little oxygen you actually need, all of that is burned up inside you, and you cough and wheeze and pass out. Probably like there's a measure of stumbling, and you fall down the stairs back into the basement,
Ooh, okay.
completely
Ouch.
unconscious. You two, you don't know if Paul is even still alive. Simon Legufria glances down and then looks back up at Books and Lucky. Obviously, he doesn't think that Paul Mall is a concern anymore.
No, obviously not.
I do want to point out one more thing that is special to the miasmic, which is that, oh boy, I got bad news for you.
What?
If you take a permanent trauma during a mission, the miasma will sense your weakness, which means that really
It will ramp up its
it will
call.
ramp up its call, and the next time you try to reduce your stress,
Which is at 8. Or
Which
does
is-
it go back to 0 when I die?
no, it does not, I'm afraid.
Okay. So being 2 away from deadly stress, if I try to reduce that,
You will
I will
be
go Abyssal.
pulled into the abyss, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Or, like, if you want to just sort of do that, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
That time we started going Abyssal, right?
It's gonna look, and the next thing I would do in downtime is try to reduce my stress. So it's gonna happen.
Cool. I look forward to being there when that happens. As for the two of you, your dear friend Paul Mall has just been set on fire from within and knocked down the stairs to his presumptive death by this small flaming man.
But you saw me do something super badass on the way
Yeah.
out.
It was worth it.
It's just like that. What a way to go!
And you're like, I didn't think he had the stones for that, honestly.
Worth it.
Pretty
That
good.
was
It's like, I respect your dead corpse.
There's still a little bit. You can still smell some char coming up through the
Oh,
from
those
below.
clones.
All right. What do you do, adventurers?
I waste this creep.
Mm-hmm.
You're a creep? What?
I pull out a gun and blow this idiot away.
I am 100% in support of this plan. So yeah, pulling out a gun is easy. It is a gun, a pistol is on the kind of inventory list, the gear list for Las Vegas. Anyone can reasonably suggest they have a pistol with them, and you haven't used any carrying capacity, so.
If this was the 80s, it'd be like one of those giant desert eagles with a
But instead, it's this little snub-nosed pistol that somebody pawned.
a decade too early. Like,
Yeah.
all right. No, it's like the Dirty Harry revolver, whatever. It's not
He actually struggles to pull it like
it's
out of,
bigger than he is.
out of his band. Let me ask you one thing, Simon Guthrie. Do you feel lucky?
Fucking Renaissance Fair reject.
Midget ass Renaissance Fair.
Fucking go back to
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah, you feel like you hear the smoke whispering in your ears somehow. It's weird. I don't know.
Send your ass back to Mordor, you dork.
Get off my plane. No, wait, sorry.
You Gimli looking motherfucker.
Yeah. We have your axe and you have my 44.
You have this hot lead.
Are we
sorry.
quite done?
No, we have more.
We have more, but we're gonna stop.
Okay, thank good. I was going to say, yes, feel free to pull out a gun. And I think creep does make sense to use this as, do you get close enough to him to do a point-blank shot?
I think so, yeah. Like just put it in the back of his head.
I am prepared to offer you a devil's bargain.
Okay.
And that is to suggest that, like, whether or not this shot strictly connects with Mr. Legufria, you're definitely going to set this shop on fire in the process.
Probably already is.
It's a little on fire, but it's going to be super on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
My insurance is paid up. Is yours?
it's like Gabe's apartment in the Ninja Turtles movie.
I have full property and casualty coverage up to the legal limit.
And you are also, like, you can push yourself if you want, or if lucky you are able to help, by all means, give it a shot.
This seems like a situation to push myself. So
Yeah, I'll give some stress to help out. I just noticed in my gear I have a handful of fresh grave dirt.
You sure do.
Oh, wow.
I throw it in his eyes to stagger him while Books shoots him in the head.
Okay, so you take 1 stress. Books, you are now at, I believe, 3. No,
3?
4? Oh, wait a minute.
Creep?
You can't do a push yourself and a devil's bargain at the same time, but you can get the 1 extra for getting grave dirt in the eye.
Don't do devil's bargain, Books.
Yeah, if it's all the same, I'll just take the stress, I guess.
Yeah, darn it.
Okay, so 3.
3.
Hey, double success.
Oh, he's so dead.
Critical success. Oh boy. Oh wow.
Well, he's shot in the head. I don't know if he's dead.
No, he's not dead. Nobody dies. Yeah, you don't get to be as old as this guy if you're able to die. I was going to say this is definitely a doomed position, but that doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. You shoot him point blank in the head. And the results are better than you expected they would be. What?
He died twice.
He double dies.
The money flies out of his skull.
I think what happens is that presumably you're like creeping up behind him. So like a good chunk of the front of his face just blows off.
Oh.
Including like one of his eyes.
Nice.
Probably like a hefty chunk of jaw even. Like the left half of his face is gone. And the fire on him sort of goes out. He doesn't fall down right away. He keeps standing. Like it is quiet in the echo of this gunshot in close quarters. So it's, you know, you hear the echoes pounding in your ears, and Simon chuckles. I guess you were tougher than I assumed you were.
Yeah.
This is gonna be hard to come back from. And he falls to the floor. And, like, the floor beneath him... You would say that the floor beneath him is opening up into, like, a cavern below. But you know you actually do have a basement.
Right.
So the physics of it do not make sense. As the floor opens below him, and there is a great, tremendous cavern lit in orange by distant flames down below, and Simon Legufria just falls into it.
I really wanted to kick him in the gut one
See
time.
you in hell, you piece of crap.
You can spit on him. You can spit after him.
Spit on him. Say this is for our buddy Paul. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, the badass.
So the human sacrificing demon worshiper just fell like into hell,
He
basically,
fell back into hell.
Or something.
or a similar
Or
locale.
hellish.
And this sort of portal then closes back up, leaving no evidence that it was there except for a sharp smell of brimstone in the air, barely noticeable among the persistent smell of tobacco
Yeah, is that-
wafting up from downstairs.
Check out
Oh,
Paul. We gotta save Paul.
Gotta go check out. Yeah. So
no.
I
We just need to inhale the fumes coming off of him. He had some smokes on him.
I limped downstairs in a bad way to check on my buddy Paul. Paul.
I mean, Paul has been taken out. He is unconscious for the duration of the mission.
No.
But it does seem like, unless there is some follow-up you want to do beyond licking your wounds, this may be the mission?
Maybe.
No, what else are we gonna? I mean,
You
That
could
would-
follow him to hell.
Yeah, sure.
no, I'm
Well,
not.
I think my shop is still a little bit on fire, so I'm probably like putting out fires.
Yeah, I mean, like, are fire trucks arriving or anything weird? Or is it not that much on fire yet?
I think it's inside on fire.
Yeah, it's not that much on fire. Like
All right,
you can,
but
you
you do
can.
probably need to put it out.
Yeah.
We kept our base. That's cool.
That is cool. I kind of
Mhm.
wanted to burn it to pieces, but whatever.
Mhm.
Your thing's fun
Rude.
too.
You also wanted to kill us all.
I did. I only got to kill one of you, which is a real
That's
kick
only-
in the beans.
That's only batting like 333.
But yeah, I'm gonna call that a mission well spent. Simon Lagufria is not dead. Like,
Damn it.
I do
we got-
apologize,
We beat him.
but you beat him, and
We-
Mhm.
you impressed him as well.
Yeah.
hmm
Which definitely has to count for something.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was pretty badass. I mean, Paul lit a cigarette on him. I used a ghost shield against one of his fireballs and
Mhm.
blew his head off.
Yeah, and I did like
Yeah.
5 one-liners about it too.
hmm
Yeah, you sure did.
Looks really developed into a badass.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
he's had it in him.
Mhm.
So, as far as doing like end of the mission cleanup,
Mhm.
we got a couple of things going on. One of which, okay, more changes from last time we played. There's no more collecting experience because experience is boring. But I do still get to think about how much heat you have attracted, how much attention
None.
you have attracted amongst the both law-abiding and underground elements of
Underground heat.
Las
Mhm.
Vegas. So as far as surface heat, I suspect that like there was a gunshot.
That probably happens all the
This is 1970s Vegas. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
punch. Gun went off.
and yeah, that's still probably worth a little bit of heat, right?
Mm. Half a heat.
I mean, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
come to us, we'll say we had a fire and
Yeah,
we
like
had a fire and it went off.
shit happened.
Wasn't-
People are gonna come. They heard something. They're gonna come by and take a look. They're gonna.
It wasn't a gunshot. This can of paint exploded.
Yeah.
Fine. We're fine. Everything's okay.
I would say for a small amount of attention, okay, fine. 2 surface heat, but because you have a the city asset that reduces that, you know, you're on the strip. Things are loud. Things are chaotic here anyway. That drops down to 1. 1.
Okay.
1 teeny tiny bit of surface heat. How exciting.
Surface heat.
Bringing you to 5.
Well, I mean, do we need to do something for Paul?
He'll be
Um,
fine.
It
What do you
depends
mean?
on
Fine. Or should we take?
what state I'm in. So I literally appear to be unconscious, like
Yeah.
alive, but unconscious.
You probably should take him to a hospital.
Okay.
And I will, you know, that factors into getting a couple of surface heat because it's not like he has a big old gunshot wound. But also, like, the doctor doesn't know what to friggin' do with him.
He's like black market vapes. I've seen this a million times. Vitamin E acetate.
Take him to the doctor. I mean, if he's not really gonna get any. Doctor, help.
You should take him to the doctor. You know, you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I don't have insurance though. Just heads up.
Okay.
That's okay. I have money.
So like you will eventually wake up at the hospital, Paul. You know, somewhat less on fire on the inside, but definitely feeling hoarse.
Mhm.
As
Yeah.
far as Shadow Heat, you killed the leader of the third most powerful faction in Las Vegas, and he will be back.
Doesn't that mean that we become at least the second? Like you
Yeah.
take out the leader and then you
Well,
Okay. Well,
wait a minute. Is Book's in charge of the Great Church now? Because
Yep.
like it's like Klingon style, and if you kill the leader, then you get to right?
as my first order, I demand the Great Church.
That's right.
See you guys later.
Kapla! Kapla!
I will say this, however, the leader for the demonic organization is out of commission for a while. He did say
Right.
a while to come back.
So I definitely think that like we're in a position where we need to call in on whatever allies we have because we need, yeah,
But I'm
we're big on the radar now.
vulnerable is what I'm asking.
I can't hear you very well.
Oh, sorry. Is Carlucci vulnerable is what I'm asking.
That's a super good question. Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, you definitely take 6 heat for that, by the way.
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, 6 heat. You killed the leader of the Great Church.
Well, he was
Yeah,
trying to
that-
kill us, so
Yeah.
yeah.
He was asking.
And and he didn't seem to want to talk it out. So
We tried.
hey, we tried. We tried dialogue,
Fine.
you know,
5 heat.
diplomacy.
5 heat because he is.
He's like, well, you know what? They did try to chat with me first. But, I mean, I'm still
I
gonna
guess
kill
this
him.
one's on me.
But honestly, my bad. I gotta have to say my bad a little bit.
I'm gonna have to take the L on this one.
Oh, they're good boys. You know,
Misguided. but
they're having fun.
reminds me a little
Rambunctious.
bit of me at that age, honestly, but right before my first human sacrifice to the demon lord.
So we have two things to do. That was a quick mission. We have time for downtime, I think.
Good. I need to heal a lot of. I need to lick my wounds.
We should probably start with level ups. It's the end of the mission.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait. Sorry, one more thing happens at the end of the mission that I did forget with the Enlightened, because you didn't do any looking at the future this mission, Enlightened. You can, if you wish, lower your weird by 1.
Ah.
If you wish. You
Sure.
are by no means required to.
No, this was very, very mundane, shooting a guy in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I know what the future holds.
Oh yeah, 44 right near.
Uh-huh.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing that y'all can do is pick an advancement. Tell me what you have learned on this mission. From your list of advancements.
Okay. I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I'm going to make the argument that I should be able to gain a dot in Dominate because for the first time I actually stood up for myself.
You were
Even though it got
bad
me killed.
ass. Yes, you gain a dot in a resolve action. Dominate.
Yep.
I am 10,000% behind that. Did you have an idea, Lucky?
Yeah, I'm thinking that my bond with Bobby
Okay.
grew. This entire time, I thought he was trying to take over my body, but he selflessly threw himself in front of a fireball and very well saved my life because that fireball would have really, really creamed me.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel as if my bond with Bobby has grown, and I should gain a new ghost ability. Oh wait, I already have that checked. I
You
can't do
definitely already have that checked. You cannot do that.
it. Darn it! You're right. I do. All right, then maybe. Am I known to my? I am known to my faction.
You are.
Yeah, maybe I should go ahead and gain that faction benefit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
I think so. Which faction benefit are you looking into?
Ghostly Grapevine's pretty good. Harmless Truck, you can formally request a haunting, name a target. Ooh, I could formally request a haunting?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and fill out a Form 442. We will review the request.
Okay, so basically I could, pretty much have like the ghost, like them giving off information. They could do recon for me. I could do a haunting. I could I guess assign ghosts to spy for me,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty good too, because I feel like we could get some ghosts in to spy on Carlo into places where we can't see, to see where he's at or what he's doing. Or I could get a bunch of ghosts to be like an entourage and like a mob to
Hell yeah.
on my next mission.
That's your posse.
My posse.
Ghost posse.
They won't be able to do much, but they can make themselves visible.
You could call them your ghost dogs.
Yeah. I get
Like
scary with them.
bulldogs with machine gun.
And like in a kimono, yeah.
I like Spectral Spy. Dead make great spies. They have little to do besides stare and report. On your next mission, name a living target or in particular location or city. Spirits will watch that target and location carefully and pass any movements or information straight to me.
All right. Yeah. That absolutely makes sense to me.
I love it.
And I feel like the sort of justification that kind of makes sense is that, like, in the time as Bobby is sort of reapparating slowly, like the other ghosts, that he knows, including the ones you talked to last downtime, are like, they're checking in on you because what just happened to Bobby was weird.
Yeah.
And like this process of them keeping an eye on you means you're talking to them more, and you sort of form a little bit more of a bond with the dead.
Yeah, which is good. I think I should start forming more of a bond with them. I feel like I'm going in that way anyway.
I support that. And what advance are you taking, Books?
I was thinking, since I basically murdered a dude, gain a dot and a resolve action, maybe dominate. I don't know. What would being like, fuck, I can really, when it comes down to it, I can just do what needs to be done.
I like dominate. I might also accept exploit, which is that is the skill that covers a sucker punch.
Okay. Like, I didn't know I had it in me, but I can really, like, I can do this serious shit if I need to.
Yeah. I think either of those make sense to me.
I'll say exploit.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, you were cannier than usual in this mission.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not just a bookish nerd. I can take action when I have to.
And this takes us into downtime, our sort of extended period of between mission activity. And I kind of feel like, with respect to the other two of you, maybe we should start with what Paul is going to get up to.
He could go last.
No. Paul.
Is he alive?
He's alive.
Yeah.
You don't die in Abyssal. There's no dying in Bisbol.
You just level up. Oh, wow, man. All right, I'm closing my laptop lid now.
All
Good
right.
night.
Can you print that in the book somewhere?
San Luis. I love to visit San Luis Abyssal.
San Luis Abyssal, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's too expensive to live there, though.
San Luis Abyssal.
San Luis Abyssal.
That's where the next campaign's taking place.
Yeah, that's where the Grey Church mission is at.
Britt has her interview with San Luis Abyssal on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were wondering about that.
Yeah.
We'll have to check in on that.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to sabotage it.
No.
Hey, Brit's bad. Bye.
Yeah. Who is this? Who is calling?
Paul Library.
Shap, was it?
All right, what do I do, Laura? What
What
happens to me?
what do you do? Okay, I mean, you wake up. You wake up in the
Yes.
hospital. Uh you are hoarse, and that is never going to go away. You are stressed. And you can feel in a way that is like stronger than you have felt before. This pull of the the smoke of Vegas that you do. You know, you've only really half believed it was a thing thus far, but you can feel it in a very tangible way. And you know that if you go into the miasma, if you do what would reduce your stress, you are not going to be able to find your way out without a lot of trouble.
I think like again, going back to the mental state that he's in and the fact that it's literally an addiction, you know what the answer is.
I'm so happy about that.
I mean, really, why continue to live this the way that things are going, you know? Could it really be worse? He's never going to escape. He might as well just give in to his baser self.
Dang.
So let me know, like, how is it that you choose to commune with the miasma today?
Um,
How do you commune with the miasma?
that's a good question. So like I'm presumably like in a hospital bed or something in the, ER, or am I back home, or is it wherever I want to be?
It's wherever you want to be. Like, this is
I
in
think
the
I
days
think
and weeks following.
oh, okay. All right, I'm not in the hospital. I was thinking of it from that perspective.
If you want to say this happens while you are still in the hospital, that is perfectly fine by me.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, because
Okay.
like now he's just in more pain. He doesn't have any cigarettes. Does he? Is he maybe like got a little oxygen tube in or something? Because that
Yeah,
maybe.
100%. That
Yeah,
oxygen tube, and it burns.
yeah. He's got the oxygen tube in, and that's not what he wants, to be inhaling right now. It actually hurts his, horse. So he pulls the little, you know, oxygen tube away. So I think that's part of it. Is like, you're taking away the thing that you need for respiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. How big of a thing does it have to be?
I mean, it is definitely going to have to be something that immerses you in the miasma.
Right, right. Um, is there like I don't know. Okay, is there like a smoking lounge or something in the, hospital where all the doctors, basically a room that's going to be filled with smoke, like a place where they would all congregate,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he's
it's
just,
the 70s. There definitely has to
yeah,
be something
that's what I'm
like that.
figuring.
Yeah.
So he's deliberately disconnecting the oxygen, getting up, grabbing the little, squeaky IV thing, and instead of lying in bed healing, he makes the choice to go into this place and just like, it's like a sauna, but full of smoke.
All right. I 100% support that. I'm going to say this, I mean, this counts as your like reducing your stress action. So give me a humanity roll, and we'll see how much stress this actually does reduce for you.
You have to remind me what that
I
is.
believe your humanity score is 2.
Where is that?
That's down towards the bottom. It's your how many shreds of humanity do you have?
Oh,
Um,
I did something about this. Oh, yeah, I added one
yeah, you will not
last time.
betray your friends, and you have not
Right.
betrayed
I
your
have not done
friends.
that, but I did do the other one.
You are about to sacrifice yourself to the miasma, but
All right.
you still get 2 for this roll.
All right.
You lose 2 stress.
All right. Well, that was worth it.
Oof.
Nice.
You go in there and you sort of take a deep breath of this lingering tobacco smoke, and it doesn't do much for you. But like as you exhale, the cloud starts to get thicker around you, and you take another deep breath and exhale, and the cloud gets thicker again. You know what? Let's double that. You lose 4 stress. You lose an
All
extra
right.
2 stress because I love you.
Nice. Thank you.
Nice.
Actually, use an extra 1 stress because you lose 1 stress at the start of every downtime, and I forgot to mention that. And you lose an extra 1
Oh.
stress because I thought that was a very good choice.
Thanks.
For a that's GM's discretion.
Thank you.
That's a rule now, or it should be. Every time you breathe out, the kind of swirling gray smoke gets thicker. First it is hazy, then it is dark, and as you keep sort of taking deep breaths of this increasingly thick, noxious, almost Fresno-y
Delicious.
cloud.
Hey.
This is almost entirely PM10 pollution.
The room gets dark. Like you can't
Oh.
see around you, and if we sort of pull out to a kind of a view from outside the smoking lounge, we see first Paul standing in a hazy cloud that then turns into a silhouette of Paul in deep smoke. And then the whole room is just a roiling cloud of gray mist. You can't see anything through there. And then abruptly it clears. The smoke clears, and the smoking lounge has an IV standing unattended. And
Whoa.
Paul Mall is nowhere to be seen.
What?
For he has given himself to the mist.
Heck yeah. This is actually pretty cool, too.
Congratulations!
Around.
You have gone Abyssal, my friend.
Thank you.
You went straight up Abyssal.
You did.
So do
You
I
went
get-
straight up Abyssal.
Do I go to a different character sheet now?
You.
Oh, no, it's on the bottom.
Yeah, you scroll down your character sheet.
Yeah.
You are now the Shrouded One.
Which is way
One-
cooler. Yeah.
So
The Sierra Mist.
Yeah.
out in such a cool way, and now you're smoke.
Guy, yeah. This is badass, and you both should do this ASAP.
I
Pretty cool.
wanna.
So, okay, we have a
Ooh.
couple
get
of
to pick
things to
color.
do for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, you definitely do. You have sacrificed yourself to the miasma, so you violated that shred of humanity. I'm gonna mark that one for you.
Huh.
Secondly, you we're not going to see you again as you are the Shrouded One. What we're going to see is the miasma and a part of it that we think might represent where you maybe are in
Mhm.
it, or with it, or
Yeah.
something.
Mm-hmm.
What is the highlight of your smoke cloud? Every abyssal form has what is the appearance? What do you look
Mhm.
like? But for the Shrouded One, it's just like the smoke where you are. Is it deep gray, bilious yellow, unearthly orange, arcane violet, toxic green?
It's actually deep gray, like you were saying, as far as the smoking room.
I fully support that. You
Yeah.
are deep gray. You also get
Like a pink vape.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
An
about cigarettes.
Yeah.
An entirely new set of actions. Your old actions, those don't exist anymore. Like nothing
Oh.
of your past really exists anymore.
Which is probably for the better.
Yeah. You have 3 new actions. Your ability to
Mhm.
obfuscate, corrode, or incite.
Heck yeah.
Get into people's heads, make them doubt their own minds. Render someone or something weaker, or push a person or crowd into violence. I want to let me really quickly double check the rules here so I do not get it wrong. Okay, so you should get 2 dots to spend
Okay.
on whichever of those you think is best.
Do both have to go into one? Or
They do
can
not
we-
have to go into one. You can
All right.
split them
I'm
up.
taking one in obfuscate and one in corrode.
All right.
And I assume when it says someone weaker, like that's mentally, physically, both.
both? Absolutely
I thought.
both.
That's what I figured. Yeah. All right.
And you also have new special abilities.
Dope.
Things that are somewhat related to, but somewhat distinct from, and possibly entirely different from what you were as a liminal. One of them is sort of default. You get it just for being
Mm-hmm.
in your abyssal form. You're in a dense cloud if you even have a physical form. You cannot be found in the fog. You cannot be directly attacked. Although magic or flamethrowers can still affect you, so really you do still have to watch out for Simon Legufria. You're weak, but you can still take physical actions as long as it's something that can be obfuscated by this fog. You also, since you have lost one shred of humanity, gain one special power.
Heck
One
yeah.
additional power of your choice.
Dang, I don't know if I want choking grasp or miasmic senses. Those both seem pretty cool.
Choking grasp, dude. You need to have some sort of like
Yeah, I kind of right, like
the physical,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I like that. All right, that's it.
All right.
So you now have your own cloud-based defense system.
I have
that will
3
be.
questions.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still talk to my buddy Paul?
No, I have a burden.
Oh,
It says,
yes. Let's tell everyone about your burden, friend.
What's your burden?
I cannot leave the fog. I can barely speak. One-word sentences gasped out at best.
Okay,
So you might be able to make out a word here and there.
chicken nugget.
That's
buddy.
2 words, doesn't count.
Jazz, man, hat.
What's he trying to say?
I don't get it. All right, so yeah, I can't really talk to you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame.
But you'll still, like, be able to find him. You still, like, here's the thing. You still exist as a character. You can still go on missions. You can still, like, maybe it is... My thought, now I'm wondering, will you find, like, next time you go down into the basement of the pawn shop that it is just completely choked with smoke?
You might.
It is completely filled with smoke, and yeah.
As of right now, though, I'm like yelling at the hospital. What do you mean you lost my buddy? How does a hospital lose a patient? Like, I have no idea. We have no idea what's going on. We don't know that Paul is a miasmic smoke cloud, right?
That doesn't make any sense.
Brooks will never believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sorry, I definitely misspoke on a rule. You start with 1 in every one of all 3 of your abyssal actions,
okay.
and then you get
All right.
1 more for having lost.
Oh.
Yeah. So one of them is
Okay.
2, the other 2 are 1.
All right.
Sorry. I'm glad I went and double checked that.
Yeah. There. All right, I did my. Now I'm 2 and 1.
Beautiful. So, yeah. Well, welcome to the Abyss. I'm interested
nice
to
here.
see how that will affect you. It's probably going to be fine.
That's good.
I don't foresee any problems.
And it is possible for the miasmic to emerge from the Abyss. Generally speaking, the way you emerge from the Abyss is to get yourself overstressed. When that happens, everyone in your fog will take a trauma as the smoke closes around them, and then the fog dissipates and you are gone. If you have humanity left, you can be found, and if an ally uses their downtime action to find you. So better hope someone cares to look if that happens, if you decide you want to leave the Abyss.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool so far.
Well, we'll find out more next week. I do want to... I know we have more downtime for Lucky and books, but it is 9:58. I know 10 is our usual break time. If we wanted to say, we will lead off with downtime for them next week.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. And then we'll jump into our first mission with an Abyssal.
Or we'll float into our first mission.
Waff.
Actually, I am now the guiding wind from Ghost of Tsushima, John, and I will.
Gosh.
I'm
It's
going
like
to point
direction.
towards quest objectives. Yeah.
So good. It's
So
like, why are
good.
there lotus petals all around me? All what the hell's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you swipe on your pad, then I'll show up. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. I like it. I mean, I'm curious to know how I'm going to learn of Paul.
So I think just to put this out there, like one of the first things I might do would be to basically try and kind of gasp Paul into your ears or something, so that I still exist. No, I'm not kidding.
I'd be
'Cause
like,
I don't know how else to let you, like, you're basically going to see this sort of gray-ish thing, and you're going to hear it sort of croak out my name.
and I'll be like, God, it's like I could still hear the guy, It's like I could still hear his name in the smoke.
Yeah. Then I choke you out with choking.
Like, okay,
That-
you're here.
But we'll save
Oh.
that for next time.
That's good though. That's so
There's
good.
a lot of bitchin' stuff that
Mhm.
happened today.
This was an action-packed day. I'm very excited.
Hmm. I mean, is it as good as going to City Hall? I mean, I don't know, but
Hard to say. Hard to say.
hard to say.
Then beat the porn shop, and I really thought that it was
True.
going to go better with
Yeah.
Simon. I thought that we would be able to talk to him.
This did definitely force us into like a different type of mission, to be certain.
Mhm.
I mean,
So,
like, I will definitely admit, as like game creator / game master, I did want to force you into action when y'all are much more likely to chat.
We're not
mhm.
chatters.
So I just wanted to see what would happen. It was gonna break bad one way or another, but
Wow. Now I'm going to be much more, I'm going to be like predisposed to like handle everything with violence from now on.
Yeah, Books is just gonna start executing.
Uh-huh.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you murdered a guy. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, Books
Well,
is
he-
that was awesome. I've never
Yeah.
felt so alive.
I never felt so. He's Bruce Willis from Pulp Fiction, basically.
It's gonna be like The Departed. Everyone gets shot in the
Yeah.
head all the
Mhm.
time.
No.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, notably, like with that, you have met the 3 main factions of Vegas.
So the Great Church is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You said was the second highest one,
So
and
so
and the
Faye,
Fate Weavers are at the top, and
No,
Fate Weavers are at the.
the Fae are at the top. The
Fae are
Gossamer
at the top.
Casino is at the top. Then it's the Fate Weavers, and I think the Grey Church is kind of third tier.
Oh, okay.
Still,
would have something to say about them being number 3. I think they feel they're number 2.
I think they feel they're the only ones who really matter. And then I think that's the other thing that I get to do, like on my own time, is I get to scroll down to my little faction clocks and think, well, who here has taken some time to work on their project? And I can say, oh man, Simon Legufria's followers are definitely working on their project now.
Huh.
Is their project getting their boss's brains blown out?
If so, they succeeded.
Succeeded. Their project should be reforming their boss's face.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while.
It's gonna take a bit. I feel like I've taken some time to like work on my pizza, right?
Your big project
Sorry?
to confront
Project.
Carlo Carlucci?
Yeah, I'm talking
Well,
about Carlo Carlucci.
No.
well,
I had like 4 out of 9 pizzas filled in.
I mean, good. It's good that you have lots of pieces filled in, but you're definitely not getting any more today.
No, not today.
Yeah.
I spent the time getting my friend killed.
well. I mean, this was more a consequence of us trying to get one step closer to Carlucci. It just that it attracted this guy's attention. So I mean, that was like that was not our intent.
Yeah, you did
necessarily.
kind of go from like 0 to thumbs in every
Yeah.
Abyssal faction in no time flat.
Yeah,
We're just personable guys.
we tried to cut a deal with them.
You know what we should have done is we should have given him peyote, the wizard
Yeah.
guy.
We could've- That's what we're good at. We
Mhm.
should.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
not enough drugs this episode. If you
You
had,
think you know everything? I'm about to expand your mind, and then you just hand him the
That's where we went
peyote.
wrong.
Let's all toast our death with this drink. Here, drink
Mhm.
this. And like,
What? Yeah.
next time, peyote trip with Simon.
Simon's gonna be super duper pissed when he comes back at us.
Oh boy,
Well, I don't-
you're in for a world of hurt.
But maybe he'll come back at us with a different tact. Maybe he'll come back at us like being like, "How can I use these people?" As opposed
Well,
If that nerd wants to get shot again, that's fine.
yeah. This time Books is gonna be like dual wielding. He's like, I knew you'd be back.
And now we have Miyazic Smoke on our side.
Mm-hmm. And I can't be easily harmed, so
No,
there's that.
But-
I mean, except by fire and magic.
I fired
Right.
Just-
But we don't know anybody that's into those, so
I'm
I think
okay.
we're good.
Throwing this out there. There's also the wild card of the boxer man. What's his name?
Yeah,
Sunny,
I don't know, but
something.
That's
Sunny
the
Liston.
thing is like we have a bunch of threads to follow up on, and
So-
then in our attempt to get our main mission done, we've just attracted attention that has to be dealt with. So we're kind of like one step forward and two steps back.
So maybe Sunny Liston with ghosts, which I have an in with now, which I'm becoming more and more like
The place where it was foretold that you would die. Yes.
exactly. But, hey, jump back into the hornet's nest. You know what I mean? But
That's true.
we need allies basically at this point because we have devil coming after us now. So
I think the first thing you need to do is go talk to Marilyn
well,
and be like, yeah, we kind of met the Gray Church the other day, and
Right.
so
We
yeah,
super fucked him up.
and you
Oh,
should've
she's
seen
going to
those.
be so disappointed when she finds out what you did with
Wow.
Simon.
Wait, what? We were
That's
on the
hard.
mission that she sent us on.
also, let's not discount the fact that there's still outstanding offer to books to align with Fate Weavers even more closely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's decisions that y'all are gonna have to make,
Yeah.
but I think they're gonna
And-
have to wait for next week.
I'm just saying what I'm feeling right now is that Paul got out of his comfort zone and accepted his abyssal nature, and I think that we've all been playing it very safe. We're trying to kind of keep our old lives intact. When I feel like that's not, none of us are gonna keep our old lives intact by the end of
Well,
it.
I have realized one thing about this game is like you can't play it like a normal game where it's like I don't want to die. It's like
I don't
that's kind
wanna
of part of that's part of the game, so you kind of just need to like not be worried about that and
I
roll with it.
Yeah, and maybe that's something I should make much more
Right.
explicit. Is you can't actually die in this game.
Right. But I mean, like I knew that academically, but I
Mhm.
didn't really get it until like now.
Well,
that-
and not only
That
that,
players going into it need to approach it that way, like
But-
not to be so cautious, essentially.
maybe not. I feel like I'm evolving myself as evolving the way my character is evolving, learning more about their abyssal nature. As I learn more about Abyssal the game, it's almost like my character learning
true.
more about his abyssal nature and being
That's true. I like that. It would be normal to try and play it safe until you realize that you don't need to.
exactly. And I feel like me physically myself am now be like,
That's true.
fuck it, let's go crazy.
Man, that's what I like to hear. I'm into that. This
I like
is working as intended.
Yeah. As an
That's a podcast name, working as intended. Nintendo podcast.
Nintendo.
Mm.
Abyssal coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Abyssal is
wanna
coming
edit.
to the Switch. It should.
coming soon to the Switch.
Everything's coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
right. Well, that was cool.
That was cool. I'm gonna say goodnight to our audience at home. Our audience of two.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
I mean, one of those is clearly Ash, but I don't know who
Right.
the other one is. So get off my channel. I mean, thank you
Go
all for
tell-
watching.
Yeah. Go tell your friends.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.